Are you ready to live your dream? Motivation, inspiration, and passion. That's what it takes to make dreams come true. Welcome to the Nadia Sahari Show. Our guests will share important tips, insights, and knowledge to help you fulfill your dreams of success. Here's your host, actress, author, entrepreneur, Nadia Sahari.
Good evening. This is Nadia Sahari with the Nadia Sahari Show. I have the most wonderful, wonderful guest. I'm so honored to have her. She's my dear, dear friend, whom I love. And she is an excellent American songwriter with much success. We're going to talk about her music and her songwriting and everything. And if you want to call in and talk to her, it's 914-338-1796. Otherwise, I would love to introduce my dear friend, Annette Tucker. Annette Tucker, welcome to the Nadia Sahari Show.
Well, thank you for having me, Nadia.
You're welcome. It's an honor and it's a pleasure, and I'm so excited. How are you this evening?
I am great. How are you? And it's good to hear your voice because I miss you.
I miss you.
And I miss you, and I miss David, too.
Oh, he misses you,
I miss you
too.
both.
Thank you. We both miss you very much. But we'll be visiting at some point.
I hope so.
As soon as all this mess clears up with airports and weather. It's horrible.
You are an intricate part of my life, and we have great memories that we made together with our videos and our songwriting and your recording. It was just something I'll always remember.
Oh, me too. Especially when we went and recorded that song that you wrote, the music and the lyrics too.
Oh, yes. Didn't we have fun? We did. We had a great time, and you did a great job. And
thank you.
It was your first recording.
Yes.
And I remember it very, very well. But people had to be there to appreciate what we went through.
I know. But I'll have to. It's my first time, so I was nervous, of course, but I think that it's going to be really good. And let's talk about, you've written so many songs. And let's start with the Electric Prunes, because I had Too Much to Dream last night, which is still playing in Europe and doing very well. Talk about that and how you came about writing something like this. What inspired you?
Well, I Had Too Much to Dream is a classic at this point, and I'm astounded all the time to see how many people keep recording it, and it gets in so many movies and commercials, and it's just mind-blowing because it was written so long ago. I think, I guess it's about 40 years ago, but it's held up. And I came up with this title, and I was writing with Nancy Mance, who was my great collaborator. And we wrote this song in a half hour. It was one of those things where she got the lyric right away, and my melody came right away, and I recorded it myself as a demo, as a country song, because that's what we kind of envisioned it as, or else first we thought it was going to be like a Rolling Stone kind of thing, a real heavy rock. But then when they did the demo at Four Star Music, who owned it then, they turned it into a country song. Now, everybody turned this song down.
Oh.
I was giving a party for my ex-husband, and I had this great group that was going to play, and I don't know why. I just said, I have a song I'd like you to hear. And I played it, and I still have the recording. I probably should have sent it to you because it's really funny to hear what I sounded like and what they did with this song. And they were incredible. They turned this song into a psychedelic garage band, nothing like what we did. It was like all these great effects in it, and the people that know that song, that remember the time, always say, you wrote that song, because it doesn't sound like a woman would have written them, because they turned it into such a heavy rock kind of thing. Well, psychedelic, because that was what was in at that time. But I'm very proud of that song, because it kind of made the Electric Prunes and put Nancy and I in a very good place, too, because then after that, we kept getting requests for songs and songs like that. And then we did their whole album practically, except for one or two little songs, but we wrote all the songs in their album, because Dave Hassinger, the producer, he wanted a variety of songs. We had to do sort of some kind of weird songs that we wouldn't have normally done, and they didn't really want to cut them either, but he wanted us to do these silly kind of songs and that we would have never even written. And but the album was great, and like I said, there's so many cuts of it. There's always a new one popping up somewhere.
That's wonderful. Well, we're going to play it in a little bit so the audience can hear it. And I've heard it. I love it. And, I mean, it's incredible. You've written songs for so many famous people, such as Freddie Cannon, Frank Sinatra, Nancy Sinatra, and the Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers, they have a song called I Ain't No Miracle Worker, and you wrote that. And that's a hit right now, isn't it?
That wasn't the Knickerbockers. I Ain't No Miracle Worker was not by the Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers did a hit song called Lies. And the funny thing is that Lies became a big hit, but originally it was supposed to be The Coming Generation, which is on the back of it. And then suddenly somebody turned it over, and that killed our song. But yeah, that's what happens. You never know what's going to happen. But it was supposed to be that the A side.
Well, was it the Brogues that wrote that sang "I Ain't No Miracle Worker"?
No, the Brogues did. Yeah, the Brogues did "I Ain't No Miracle Worker."
Yeah,
and it was a #1 song in Italy, and probably nobody here even knows the song, but it was and still is a major thing. It's a major record over there. There's commercials on that all the time, and that has so many recordings on it. And that was not like a song that we would have said, oh, my God, we wrote the great song. We just wrote it.
Yes.
And we turned it in, and we don't know how all this happened, but it happened.
That's great. Well, look, let's shall we play I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night?
Yeah, why don't you play a little bit of it?
Okay, we'll play a little bit. Here we go. I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night, written by Annette.
Touched your golden hair and tasted your perfume. Your eyes were filled with love the way they used to be. Your gentle hand reached out to comfort me. Then came the dawn, and you were gone. You were gone. I had too much to dream last night. Too much to dream. I'm not ready to face the light. I had too much to dream last night.
I
you know
love
what,
that.
Nadia? Everybody most of the time thought it was I had too much to drink last night.
Yes.
Because I was listening to it just now, and I said, I wouldn't know if I didn't know. I could think it was I had too much to drink last night because I can't hear the M.
I know, but I tell you, I love the beat to the song and the whole song. I just love it. It makes you want to dance and jump around. It's hard to sit still.
Well, I can't tell you, the Electric Prunes did an incredible job. The lead singer, James,
they did.
He sang it really good, and I really am proud of that song.
You should be. And you also co-wrote I Get Carried Away for Tom Jones, that he sang that.
Yes,
it's Nina Temple.
album.
Yeah, And You're Kind of Lovin' with Rick Nelson. You've written songs for a lot of big names.
Well, I have. I've been lucky.
Yes, including the Jackson 5.
Yes, that's very
you
exciting.
Have a story. You have a story about the Jackson 5.
Well, my other collaborator, Kathy Wakefield, and I were with Don Costa, and we wrote a song for a girl that he was going to cut. And I was at some sort of a cocktail party one night, and I ran into Hal Davis, who was the producer. And he said to me, I've got this great group, and he said, I want to play something for you, and I want you two to write a song. And we listened to the song, and then we had these songs that we already had done, and he said, I'm going to show it to the Jacksons, and if they like it, I want to cut it, and I'll let you know. Well, P.S., he never did call, so we totally forgot about it. And 40 years later, which is in 2012, I got this call from Universal. I actually got an email from Universal saying, we are looking for you. We want to talk to you. The Jackson 5 have a song that you wrote in an album that we put out, and we've been trying to find you. So I called, and I found out that we were in this album and called Rare Pearls, Come and Get It. And, of course, there were a lot of other songs, but what they were songs that were left in a drawer.
Wow.
That the Jacksons had cut, and I don't know how they found them or anything because I never did get the story, but somehow, some way, this song, two songs got in there. One of them is the lead song called If You Want Heaven on the B-side, and on the A, there's two of them, part one and part two. And I think we're part two, called If You Want Heaven. And that's what happened with that. That was really exciting.
Wow, that is. And we're going to play If You Want Heaven as well in a little bit. And that's incredible. Isn't that incredible how, you just never know what's going to happen. And we were talking, you and I. You never know.
Never know. You
never.
And these songs are all old songs, and I'm always astounded when I hear they're in some movie or I just say, oh, my God, how did they know that?
I know. It's incredible.
It is. It's incredible.
You're amazing, and you just amaze me. I have seen you write. I have seen how you work when you're writing, and it's something that you do every day of your life, every second. That's what you think of all the time. It's what you're doing. It's your life. And I've seen you, and I just marvel at that. Oh,
thank you. I love my music. Yes. I love writing lyrics. It's very stimulating. It's very creative, and great to think of ideas sometimes that you say, oh, my God, where did that come from? And put it down on a piece of paper. I have a whole list of things that I think of every day.
Wow.
Or I hear a phrase or something, I go, ooh, that would be a great song.
Isn't that
it's
something?
Exciting.
I know. I would love to. I do think a little bit like you do in that respect, and I've written stuff, and I think about when someone says a phrase or something, I go, wow, that sounds like it should be a song, but where I'm different is I forget to write it down, or I write it down and forget where I wrote it down. It's so crazy.
Oh, well,
But,
thank goodness for the smartphone with the microphone in there, because if I think of something in the middle of the night, I click on my button and I announce it to that, or else I'd never remember in the morning.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. And isn't it funny how when you're lying down trying to sleep or thinking about things, and how things in your mind kind of make sense, and you start thinking things and they really sound good, and you go, why can't I think about that when I'm awake?
You're so right. I find if I'm writing a song and I'm really exhausted and I go to sleep and I sleep maybe for an hour or so and I wake up, all of a sudden I almost am writing the whole song and I'm dictating it to this microphone.
I know.
And I say, oh my God, why didn't I think of that before?
Yes, I say to myself, why can't I think of these words when I'm awake? It makes so much sense when I'm lying here. It's crazy.
That's right. I understand.
But I'm going to have to use my recorder. So we're going to play Jackson 5 right now, and part of it, and so everyone can hear it. And here we go. And this is written by Annette as well. Jackson 5. It's called...
If You Want Heaven.
If You Want Heaven. Here we go. Jackson 5. Wonderful. What inspired you to write those lyrics? What was the inspiration behind that
I didn't
song?
write the words. I wrote the music on this one, and Kathy Wakefield wrote the lyrics. I don't know. We must have. She probably came up with that title, and and then I don't even remember whether she wrote the words first or I wrote the music after she had written the words. I honestly don't remember, but it was fun. We wrote it, as I said, for a little girl that Don Costa was going to cut. And, and I don't know, I think that deal must have fallen through like all the rest of them do from time to time. And I had that opportunity with running into Hal Davis, who unfortunately is not with us anymore. But that was really exciting, and it was exciting hearing that at the time. And it's in the album, Come and Get It, Rare Pearls. And there's also a lot of other good songs.
It's a great
song.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I love the music, too. The music is incredible.
Thank you, Nadia. That
You're
was
welcome.
then. Things have changed a lot.
Things have changed.
Yes, they have, but we haven't changed, right?
No, but you know what? It's true. Things have changed, but just think of this: everything that you have written, everything, and recorded, and have others have recorded, and everything. It's all going to still exist. It's all going to live on. I mean,
Yes.
you have done something. You have given yourself a legacy here, and it's beautiful. And you've written a lot, so all this
Well,
music is going to continue, no matter.
I always say the music never ends.
Never.
Thank goodness.
Never. Yes. And it's beautiful. And you're still writing, so you're not finished yet, girl.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm always involved in a project, and
That's right.
I have to write. I love to write, and I keep doing it.
Yes.
I keep doing it.
Yes, and you should, because that is God's gift to you. You are incredible, and you should never stop. And I know you won't. I mean, this is your life, and I've seen you.
Yeah.
And yes, and that's why you're good, because you do it every day.
Oh yeah. Well, I also still teach, and
Yes.
I never gave that up. I still teach, and still have students.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's really special for me because it's very exciting to see someone improve and write their songs and have come in where they have somewhat talented lyrics that are good, and then all of a sudden they kind of get it, and I see them write these great songs, and some of my students have become very famous.
Like, yes, I know what, I forgot the name though. What was the name? It's a female. Oh, you.
I should have had that question ready before I got.
I know, I forgot
I can't
her
think
name.
of her name.
I
That
can't
short term,
either.
it's called.
I know. Me too. We both have that. Okay, it's okay. Well, you know what, Annette, you still are teaching. You still have students and everything. How can someone get a hold of you if they're interested in becoming a student of yours?
Well, they can email me at AnnetteMusic21 at AOL.com.
Okay. And you're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
And you're Wikipedia. Everybody go read Wikipedia. Read about Annette Tucker and look at all the people that she made famous.
Yeah, Wikipedia is something else too. I didn't know anything about Wikipedia, but they do research and they find out about the things that you do.
Oh,
it's
yes.
very interesting.
That's right. Yes, they do. They check and investigate, and you definitely have to. You definitely have to be who you say you are.
You better believe it.
Yes. So, Annette, it's been so wonderful to have you as my guest. I mean, you're my dearest friend. I love you so much, and I love having this. And of course, I'm going to have you on again. And this is like so wonderful for me because I have your voice here, and I can listen to the show. Everyone can listen to the show. It's going to be in the iTunes store, and the podcasts go everywhere, so they go all over the world. And I think it's wonderful, and I so appreciate the fact that you took your time tonight to do this with me.
Oh, I feel very close to you, and I think you're very talented. All your books that you've written and your scripts and the movies, and you're a talent. Someone should be interviewing you.
Well, one day David might be the one that interviews me one day. So
I hope
we're going to work on it. Yes, as soon as I
and good luck with your gorgeous new house, too.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we love it. We really do. So I want to thank you so much, and you're wonderful, and I'll be talking to you real soon. And God
I
bless
hope
you.
so.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in with Nadia and her guests. For more info, episodes, and connection, please visit our website, thenadiasaharishow.com. Share episodes with your friends. Follow us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Instagram, and most importantly, never give up. Live your dream.